Peace, family. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. I just got so inspired to come on and speak to y'all about this particular subject matter because right now there's a whole lot of distractions right now, trying to steer our attention away from what's important, okay? And we got to get centered. We have to get centered on a level that we haven't experienced. And I'm talking about everybody. If you think you're spiritual, take that to the umpteenth degree. Do you understand? Because the Creator is moving right now. Y'all feel it. Y'all feel it. Silence all of the communication of the fear and the this is going on and that is going on. And underneath all of that programming, you see how the wind is blowing right now? Underneath that programming is the Most High God speaking to each and every one of its children. And for those who have the ear to hear, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. See, I am so grateful to my parents, and I have to give honors to them. I have to give honors to my bloodline, leading all the way back to Benin in Africa, who, where the tribe of the Dahomey women, you see Black Panther, and you see the warrior women. These are my ancestors. You understand? I'm descendant of these women. They visit me in my dreams. And Benin is one place in Africa whose spiritual system has not been conquered. And not only has it not been conquered in the land of Africa, it has not been conquered in our genetic memory code, in our DNA. So I give honors to my ancestors, my ancestors that were spiritual warriors, spiritual leaders, spiritual protectors. The ones who are protecting me at this time. Give thanks for your ancestors. Let's pour libation, give affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak out your ancestors' names and give honors to them. I give honors to my ancestors who have guided me to this very moment, who've lived the lives and breathed the breath that they've breathed so that I can experience the experience that I'm experiencing right now. I'm grateful. So we come to this point in time, right, on the planet, where we are so advanced, so rich in knowledge of, how to make a car move and a plane fly in the sky. But the very technology that we should all understand the most, the human body, we're running fearful, frightened over a virus that your immune system should naturally be equipped to fight off. But because we're so weak in mind, weak in spirit, weak in mind, and then also weak in flesh. Something as minuscule as this could turn our whole world upside down. Why is that, you may ask? Because we have gone so far off from source. Okay? And I'm going to take you back. Can I run through a history lesson with you that the Most High gave me of the planet? Okay? Well, before land was here, there was water. And in that water were minerals. And as the light began to hit the water, right? It began to cause a crystallization to occur. Okay? So that crystallization that occurred created land. So then Earth began her transformation from being a water planet to being a planet that also has land. And as she became a planet that not only had water but had land, she began to create all sorts of things. I'm giving you a fast forward because it's a long story. I'm giving you the fast forward. So she began to create land. Okay? This cop is behind me. I hope you're in the... Okay. So she began to create land, right? And where did she create this land? She created this land where the sun shined the hottest. She created this land where the sun shined the hottest because the sunshine is what fed her life. She was now able to, it's like the earth gave birth to the seed of the sun. And that is who we are as some people, okay? So we go on through lives having revolutions, having evolutions, or what we consider to be evolution. You know, I beg to differ. And we have our experience. We've been on this planet for millions of years. Very long time. And we oftentimes experience a journey on the planet where we go so far away from the original blueprint design that we have to be reeled back in, okay? And it's a beautiful thing on the planet Earth because on this planet we have duality, right? We have free will. But with us going so far off and with us exercising what we call free will, we have created a chaotic, unlivable place. This has to crash. It has to transform. We're not happy in it. We're not happy in the system as earthlings. I want to tell you what makes you happy. I know what makes you happy because I know as a human what makes me happy. What makes you happy is being able to live with and around the people you love, being able to eat foods that nourish your body, being able to dance, laugh, play, sing. These are the things that make you happy. But you have so many things in between you and your happiness. So many things between you and your happiness that you are so unhappy. And as a result of us being so unhappy, the planet herself is so unhappy. So there's a shedding that's going on right now. And the shedding that's taking place, this grand detox that's taking place, is very healing. And you have to find a place of peace in your mind and in your body in order to really feel the shift. We have the ability, as this old world crashes right now, to dream a new dream. To dream a totally new reality, a totally new world that is in support of our happiness, that is in the support of our health. Hello? You mean to tell me almighty powerful human can build a whole robot? A whole robot that can cook and clean and wash the dishes and, you know? But we can't kill a little itty bitty virus. Oh no, little bug got you shook. We're weak. We're weak because we have disconnected from our Creator. And you know I'm going to bring that fire. We have to reconnect. How do we reconnect? Shut everything off. Take a moment, take a break from the electronics and tune into your body. See, the Most High has made things so simple for us. So simple. But with our free will, we complicate things. Everything else is simple for everything else. The birds know what to do. The sharks, the trees, the leaves. Everything knows what to do. But big, almighty, powerful human being has no idea. Most High has always made it so easy. We eat from the garden, we take in the sunshine, we take in the water, and we get quiet. And we allow the Most High to demonstrate through us. Why is it that all these other creations are able to know what they're supposed to do with their lives? Because they eat the foods that program them and tell them who they are and what they're supposed to do and how to unfold. It's simple. But with man consuming, for one, the animal kingdom, ravaging the animal kingdom. And I know some of y'all can't even take, you just drop off. She talking to vegan stuff. I can't listen anyways. Is the steak ready? No, it's not. Still got worms in it. Don't get me started today, y'all. I've been holding back for a while. I've been so nice, and I don't want to be nice anymore. I don't care about being nice. Okay? We have been ravaging the animal kingdom, abusing the animal kingdom, calling them food. Calling them food. That's your food? Food that had to be enslaved and pumped up with drugs just to survive and then brought to a horrible, horrible, painful death? That's not your food. That is about your death. That's your death. You think that's food? No, that's your death. You're committing suicide. You're committing a slow suicide. Some of you faster than others. But regardless, when you consume death, it comes for you. And as we can see, it's been coming for us because of the way that we've been dealing with the animal kingdom. Okay? So, this isn't to condemn nobody. I've been in so many places. I used to suck the meat off the bone. I used to eat the bone marrow. I used to leave nothing left because I was a hungry child, grew up in poverty. So I understand our story, but I also understand how to get out of it and how to elevate and return to our state of mind where Source is the governor. Okay, so we've been consuming these animals, and then on top of that, we want to go and call all this other stuff food too. We want to call the stuff that has red, blue, yellow dye, all these chemicals and syrup. We want to call all this food, right? This stuff that could sit in a box on a shelf for years. First ingredient, white flour, bleached white sugar. There is no information in that. There is no information in that. When you go for your food, you're looking for messages. Your bodies are messages. What do you think these vitamins and minerals and proteins are? These are sentences. This is communication. Your body is communicating with the food. Your body is communicating with God. Right? But you can't even hear God because you don't even eat God's food. You don't even consume God's sun. You didn't even drink God's water. Some of you don't even like water. Water, that shit is nasty, girl. I need some Kool-Aid. Give me a Coca-Cola, something. You're a crackhead. Your addiction is the sugar. Get off the drugs. Get off the drugs. You want to know why we're so weak right now? Because we're all on crack. The new crack is sugar. It's actually the old crack. But it's as addictive and as dangerous as crack. It's been killing people like crack. Okay? And it's been weakening us. It's been destroying our immune system, which is why we can't even fight off an itty bitty baby virus, because the sugar is destroying your health. So we're calling all this food and wonder why we can't hear. And then what do we go forth and we take into our minds? We go forth and we watch all these shows, vampire this. Oh, she cheating on her husband, that. Oh, we just watch all the, we go and we listen to this music, right? This music that's like, yeah, nigga, and I shot 3 dead. I don't give a fuck, aim for that nigga head. Do we not? And we call this music. We're being desensitized. We're being desensitized because the beast would like to create a world that it can just feast off of. Just the beast is like tying his little napkin around his neck like, yeah, I'm about to eat. I done prep these humans. They all nice and tenderized and soft. I'm about to get them ready. Right? I done programmed their minds with violence and war and death and destruction. I flood their body with disease. I control their minds. They do what I tell them to do. They watch what I tell them to watch. They move how I tell them to move. These are my humans. Am I wrong? Speak, Creator. Yes, I'm here. The Most High says, no, not anymore. Everything you ever thought you had was a loan, and it's done. This has been my planet. This will always be my planet. I'm taking her back. Because listen, everything moves in cycles. Without us understanding the dark or experiencing the dark, how could we ever appreciate or experience the light or even know the value of the light? You wouldn't, because you don't know what the dark is like. So we had to go through this horrible experience, horrible reality. This isn't fun. You're a lie if you think this is fun. Yeah, we have some things that are nice that we've created for ourselves, but the vast majority of us are slaves, and we're tired, and we don't do enough of the things that we love to do, and we don't have enough fun. So this world was never fun. We were given trinkets to make believe that the reality that we've been experiencing has been enjoyable. But there's way too much suffering. Way too much suffering. When we come to the reality that most of us are dealing with some sort of disease, whether it be mental or physical, that's not fun. You see, our planet was really designed, going back to the beginning, to be like a planet. I always say that planet is planet. Planet. It's a human playground. As a playground, I had a really deep conversation with the earth a couple years ago in 2017. And she told me how she laid everything out. She's like, it provided the fruit of the oxygen, the water, the beauty, the flowers, all of these things. And I went on an experience where I dove deep into a deep meditation where I really got to see the source experience for earthlings and for just earth overall. And then she let me know, she's like, the herb, I'm dying. I'm dying. And she said, it's up to y'all. She said, it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all to stand up and fight for me. She said, the problem is that y'all are too afraid. Y'all sit and y'all watch. For fear of death, y'all watch. These beasts ravage me and destroy me. And because you're so afraid, they're winning. They're winning. And that was such a hard pill for me to swallow. And I said, well, Earth, what's the answer? She said, y'all cannot be afraid. Y'all got to stand up and y'all got to fight for me. And y'all got to be as loud as they are. Y'all got to be as vocal, as seen as they are, if you really want me to live. And ever since that day, and when my sister Katira comes on my live tomorrow, I'm going to let her be the one to tell y'all. I tell no lies. I don't have to. But ever since that day, I've been doing everything in my power to be a part of that team that helps the earth live. Because this planet is amazing. And the Most High is amazing. And we as human beings are amazing. And every creature that God made is amazing. Every tree, every flower, every star, every cloud, just think about the birds for a second. Just take a moment and think about the birds. Let's draw on that. How vast our Creator is. We can sit on the birds for hours and just marvel at the Creator's power and creativity. Okay? When you think about the insect kingdom and how they keep this whole thing afloat, we got to start paying more respect to life. How do we get there? How do we reconnect? The first thing you have to do is start to value your own. Value yourself. How do you value yourself? You value yourself by what you consume. You value yourself by what you put into your mouth, what you put into your mind, what you put onto your skin, what you put into your ears, what you take into your sight. Treat yourself like you're royalty, because you are. Do not waste your time. Every moment that you live is precious. It cannot be duplicated. It cannot be rewound. It's that one moment in time. Okay? So, brother, I'm glad, or sister, I'm glad you mentioned temple. So, temple. Let's get back to that. We are the temple of the Creator. That's how powerful we are. We are the temple of the Creator. The Most High God wants to live through us and move through us and breathe and act through us. That's why you had to stop that job for a second. Pay attention. You don't love doing that. I didn't create you for that. I created you to be amazing. And this is stopping you from being amazing. So don't cry about it. Tune in. So this is the temple of God. We got to treat it like God's home. If God was there, right? If God was knocking on the door like, hey, I'm getting ready to come in. Would you be like, oh yeah, okay, God, cool. Let me open the door. Come on in. Or would you be like, God, hold on 1 second. Let me just clean this up real quick. Whoa, what's that? God, can I call you back? I'm going to let you know when it's time to come over because right now, right. So clean up your temple. Every holy book will tell you to fast. Fast so you can hear the voice of God. Because with all the toxins floating around and polluting your blood stream, right? You can't hear. You can't even feel. You don't even know what your own skin feels like. Most of us don't even know what our skin feels like. And I know because I was numb from the horrible foods I was eating. I couldn't even feel. I'm like, eh. Now that when I started to eat life, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, herbs, grains, and spice, I'm like, oh, why am I can feel. Oh, is that my soul? I feel like a whole real human being. Okay? So create a clean space for God to enter. Detox. Cleanse your body. Okay? Drink water. Eat fruit. Eat green leaves, vegetables. Remind yourself of of what food looks like. Okay? Food is things that have grown from the earth, that have not been sprayed with poisons, that have seeds. Okay? That may have come from the ocean. You understand? So create a clean space for God in your body, and then create a clean space for God in your home. I've created a temple space in my home, and I go there and I have crystals and all sorts of wonderful things, and I just sit and meditate and pray, and that's my space where I can really hear God's voice and meditate. Create a sacred space in your home where you can have communion with the Most High. It's very important. It's a game changer. Okay? And once you begin to do this, your DNA will quicken and it will activate, and you'll begin to understand who you really are and your true purpose for being, and what you truly love. And when you really find out what you truly love, find a way to make that your work and allow that to create wealth for you. Okay? I'm so grateful that I have an audience where I can come and share these charges that the Most High gives me. And it would mean nothing if not one of you acted upon anything. Not one of you began to realize that we all need to be soldiers for the earth and soldiers for the Most High. There's only 2 squads. There's only 2 gangs. You understand? I don't care what your religion, race, whatever that means. All I care about right now is, are you for the Creator or nah? Are you for the Creator or nah? Because that's where it's going. That's where it's going. And I don't never mean to put fear or anything, but a few years ago, my sister told me that, no, not a few years ago, a few months. In fact, a few months ago, my sister's an astrologist. She told me that that a lot of people were going to leave the earth during the transit of Saturn and Aquarius. And that didn't really sit well with me. I'm like, wow, a lot of people are leaving the earth. And I don't like to really believe all of her prophecies, but she is a prophetess. And soon as Saturn is going into Aquarius, we've got this whole situation with the coronavirus. So when we say, what team are you on? And what culture do you represent? Do you represent that God culture or that opposite culture? It's a big deal. Because what's really going on and what really needs to be the focus is the things not seen and not heard. Because that's the realm where it matters the most. Where is your soul? I'm not here repping any religion. When I even say, don't let the devil distract you, I'm talking about the doers of evil who ultimately work for the opposite team, an opposite force that is opposite of good. When I talk about God, I'm talking about the energy of good that permeates through all. I'm talking about that life force, source energy. The two dualities that we've infinitely experienced and known about, right? So see, I want to go back because I didn't finish my point. I was talking about the earth. And I was talking about, the ability that we have at this planet of free will. And so when we say we have free will, right now, this opposite energy, this doer of evil energy has been spinning a hellish experience for us. But if we collectively tune in and get reconnected, we will begin to spin an energy of heaven on earth. And that's the goal. We can have heaven on earth. God is moving. God is like, look, it's time. Ring the alarm. Tell the earth angels, wake them up. I'm here. It's go time. The time is now. Ain't no waiting. You don't got tomorrow. You over here stuck on these celebrities, talking about getting plastic surgery, doing all that stuff don't matter. That stuff don't matter. When we get back to basics and you got to learn how to cultivate food. Do you understand? Get your mind right. Get your spirit right. And get your body right. So that you can be a vessel for the Creator to demonstrate its works through. I'm telling y'all, when the earth is talking that talk, listen, don't care about you if you ain't living right. In the terms of infinite existence, we could get recycled. You're not here for the earth. You're not here to make this experience a divine experience. Canceled. Your breath, you taking up air. Listen, do a redo. Start over. You're infinite anyways. Get in alignment, y'all. Get in alignment. I've been telling my family for the past 12 years, get in alignment, get in alignment. And now it's really the time. It really is. All right, y'all. I have so much more to say, but I'm going to save it for when I get on with Kateria tomorrow. I'm an herbalist, family. I am a priestess in the making, a sacred woman. I've been serving the Creator for so long, and I am not perfect. I am an earth angel, okay? Earth, I got wings, but look, let me tell you, I am whole human, okay? But it's a choice. And every day we have the choice to be with the Creator, to ride for the Creator, or to ride with the opposite team. Okay, now I'm telling y'all, that opposite team ain't got nothing for you. It got a bank account, and it's empty. Okay, Most High got gold bricks. All right, so come on the squad, join the team. You don't got to get beat up to join the gang. You can just join today. Okay, but yes, I'm an herbalist. If any of you do need assistance with cleansing your body, holla at your girl. I post on my website, ammashs.com. One thing I do want to mention before I go, it's very important to clean and activate your pineal gland right now. And I'll do a whole video on the pineal gland. But one of my products in particular, Divine Intelligence, helps to activate the pineal gland and, you know, clear all the mucus and everything that solidifies, the calcification that solidifies in the pineal gland and causes us to have limited intuition. Okay, so definitely check out Divine Intelligence on the Herbal Elixirs page. But I have detoxes too. Royal Flush Kit, Alkaline Detox. I have a whole body wellness cleanse, Goddess Life Kit. You know, for those of you who are like, look, let me really start cleansing and detoxing. Herbal cleanses, I know for me, like I did a parasite cleanse and that changed my life. I have a parasite cleanse as well. But when you begin to really detox and pull back them layers of waste that's been sitting in your system, you really begin to know your power. Okay? So check out ammashs.com. Subscribe, ammashs.com. Subscribe to this page also. And you guys like my hair? I know I used to wear so many extensions. I've been on my journey for some time, but I'm really taking a break from the extensions because my hair is like, look, I'm not gonna grow with you covering me up and not letting me breathe, please. So right now I have organic hair food in my hair and Supreme Hair Nutrition and some sea moss gel. We have sea moss too, you guys. You can make your sea moss gel or buy we have sea moss gel available too. You could buy it and put in your hair. It's very important to nurture your hair right now because of the way our hair is. We have solenoids, right? And our hair literally receives information, cosmic information. So it's very important to take care of your hair because it's literally communicating with the sun. Anytime you have create electrical energy, you need a solenoid, a copper, coil that receives the information for the electricity. Well, that's how our hair is naturally designed. So it's very important to take care of our hair at this time. Organic hair food, Supreme Hair Nutrition, Ultimate Hair Food on my hair and body products page. And then also, you guys, really come and see us at Return of the Gods. I've been posting the flyers and posting a link, and we've been selling, I don't even know, I think the tickets for the early bird are still available. Please be there. If you don't go to anything this year, come to Return of the Gods. August 8th is going to be a date where we literally transmit. If you've ever been to Return of the Gods, you already know what it is. But for those of you who have not been to our event, me and my sister host an event. We really live this God culture. She's she's an astrologist or astrologer. Oh my God, she gets on my head when I call her. Oh, she's an astrologer. Okay, she's an astrologer, and I'm an herbalist. And we produce an event that is, listen, the Most High said, look, I'm coming. This is back in 2011. The Most High said, I'm coming. I want y'all to start celebrating the fact that I'm coming. Okay? And Kateria said, well, yeah, based upon this square that's occurring, Uranus squaring Pluto, I believe. She's like, we have until like 2020. And I'm like, well, 2020 is here. I'm totally saying the math wrong, but it's okay. She's going to clarify everything tomorrow. This is why I'm the herbalist, y'all, and she's an astrologist. But my point is that she was telling me that there's some cosmic movements going on. And that it's time for us to start celebrating the fact that God is coming. Okay, so that's what Return of the Gods is about. It's a very holy, sacred event. This year we're wearing all white and silver. Okay, we have Queen Afua as a speaker. We have Goddess Body as a speaker, Sixth Goddess as a speaker. We're honoring Professor Griff of Public Enemy and Enemy Minds. We have King Los performing, the king of battle rap. You've seen him on, what show was that on Netflix with Cardi B and the other guy? Like, I don't watch that much programming, I'm sorry. But he's a dope brother spitting conscious lyrics. I listen to his actual music, and he's amazing with what he does with his word. And so we also have Gray Official performing at Return of the Gods. I myself am performing. I'm also an artist. Check out my music, y'all. Go download and stream my music. If you're looking for some music that's on a God frequency, go get my Royal Princess EP off of iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. Okay, but also we have my sister Soleil performing, Straight Goddess. I put the link to the tickets inside of the description. So definitely be there, you guys, so we can all hug each other and just celebrate the fact that, listen, this old world is a wrap. It's time for God's world to reign, for love to reign. All right? It's time for love to reign supreme. And it's time for the division, the destruction, the death to come to an end. All right? Love y'all. It's the Herb Alchemist. I'll see y'all again. Peace.